Most people use ChatGPT to write the code for them, and that is exactly why they never become a good programmer. But if you use this ChatGPT the right way, it becomes the fastest learning tool ever created. And today I will show you how to learn coding fast using simple AI framework, that is 3 C's: construct, connect, and challenge. And this method is actually based on cognitive load theory, and which basically mean you learn faster when your brain is not overloaded. And ChatGPT's job is not to replace your thinking. Its job is to remove all the extra friction so that you can focus completely on real understanding. So the first step here we have is to construct, where we are going to learn step by step. Most of the beginner, what actually they face a lot of problems and even find a bit harder to actually learn the coding because they are not following the correct order to learn the things. They directly jump into the framework before even understanding what actually the variable is, what actually the use of this function and array is. And that's why the ChatGPT can build you a perfect roadmap to actually learn the things which you definitely want. Suppose the coding you want to learn. So here is the prompt which you can use in ChatGPT, something like, you are a senior software engineer. Create a step-by-step learning plan for beginner to actually learn the JavaScript. Include the sequence I should follow and why each step matters. And this immediately give you within just fraction of second the correct way to actually learning the things, starting from the variable, loops, function, array, and then after getting into the object oriented, and then after building the projects. So now we can see that they have just given a step-by-step JavaScript learning plan in perspective of senior engineer, right? So the goal here is learning JavaScript the right way, strong fundamentals first, and then after framework later on. So first one, they have given what actually the JavaScript is and where it runs, and from here to variable and data types, operators and basic expressions, conditional statement, then after we are going to the loop, and then after function, which is very important, we are going to use, and the array, which is also very important, you are going to use array plus object methods. Then after you are going to go with DOM, and then after asynchronous JavaScript, and then you're going to build one of the small projects like calculator to do simple one initially. And then after you are going to use one of the version control, that is Git in this case, so that you will be able to track the code, and if there any kind of needed of modification, you will be able to trace it very easily, what you have modified and what actually the reason was for the modification. And if you are working with the collaborative members, maybe you have been working with one of the organization, definitely you will be working with the team, because the project is not small that you will be building alone. There would be a lot of person out there in the team members, and you will be working with them. So this version control is going to play a most important role in this way. So always remember, do not even try to touch even the framework before even you understand the basic and the fundamentals and asynchronous and all the other things like object. Then after you can go with the building one of the simple project, and you will be able to build your own later on, because JavaScript fundamentals matters the most than any tool or framework you're going to use. And here they have also given why this order is perfect. They have also given the reason, right? So in this order, what actually it will help you is, this will help you reduce the mental overload, and actually it builds the concept logically. It will erase the confusion and also will help you learn the things faster in correct order, not to figure out somewhere else in the internet. Initially, it was when this tool was not available. I remember that when I started learning to code, I used to go with the YouTube applications, or maybe some of the blogs and articles, and maybe some of the communities to find the solution for the same. And in this process, we have spent a lot of time. Instead, what we can use is we are going to do with the second C. And the second C is, and the second step is to connect. Here the most beginner actually get confused and stuck, that if they have so much clarity of different concept, how they are going to implement it, because each of them might be related to each other's. So here in this case, we definitely have the knowledge that what actually each of the concept is. Now how we are going to connect with each other's, right? So we have just, so we can have one of the simple prompt like create a table comparing functions, classes and objects. and explain how each related and how they fit into the real life programming. So this one is now going to give you a complete answer, differentiating from each other so that you will have more in-depth knowledge on how each other are connected with, and it will get you understand more and you will remember it for longer times. And even in this case, you can also ask for analogy, because here in this way you will be able to learn with examples of real life scenarios, and these analogies will definitely help you understand even the complex topics in a very simple way. And then after, we are getting into the next one, that is challenge. Here we are going to test our coding skills, because even if we have learned something and we have no such surety that we definitely have learned to code, so how we are going to test it? Definitely we are going to solve few of the problems and exercises, right? Because knowing is only not enough. We definitely have to learn how to actually implement it. So let's suppose we are just going to give one of the prompt here. Like, you are a coding instructor, create 10 beginner friendly coding problems on loops and arrays. And you can ask this question for different topics so that you will have a more in-depth knowledge while you have been solving the problems. Whichever topics you are not clear enough, just ask for the question so that you will be solving the problems and you will have understanding of this concept in depth. And once you have solved the problems, and then after, you can also get a feedback. And so when I was learning and solving the coding exercises, whenever sometime I was not able to fix the issues or the error which was being created while solving the problems, I used to visit to the websites. I used to visit to the different kind of articles, right? And it was definitely consuming the time. But here in this case, it is completely like a tutor, instant feedback you are going to get, because once you have pasted your solutions, you can ask the prompt something like this: here are my answers, evaluate them and show the correct solution. So based on this, definitely you are going to get detailed feedback on whatever the solution which you have already solved for the same. And then after, increase the level of the difficulties, like you can go with the mid-level of prompt to find the question accordingly so that you will be able to solve those as well. And then after, repeat the same to get the feedback points and you will be able to solve them as well. And this is what actually the real things that will help you build the skills of codings when you are actually solving the problems. And also, you can use one of the most powerful prompt which can definitely help you. Here is my code. Is my thought process correct? Point out the mistakes, missing fundamentals, or any kind of improvement which we can give. So this is what actually turning the beginner developer into the real developer or the programmers. So what actually used to take hours, now it is just being done within a fraction of seconds, right? Finding the right topics, understanding those topics, connecting with each of the concept. After, also generating the practice so that you will be able to get feedback also. You focus only on thinking and problem solving. That is the main and real part of coding. But remember, always there is always a limitations which you have to take care of. In the below, it has already written that ChatGPT can also make the mistake, and also it doesn't understand the real architecture, right? What actually the senior software developer understand. And also, you have to write your code by yourself. You do not need to take help from the GPT, because if you are going to write the code from GPT itself directly, even if you have not tried before, then you are not going to learn anything. You just have to first try yourself. You're not able to find the solution, just go for the Google or somewhere else. If it is taking more time, then only you can ask the GPT to get a fast response and get a feedback points. So if you would be able to implement these three C's while you have been learning to code, you will be able to learn things faster, almost more than 90% of the beginners while they have been learning to code. And definitely I have put all of these prompts which was beginner friendly in this description so that you could take help of. And also remember one thing: if you're just stuck in these coding exercises, you won't become a developer real for. You definitely have to check out this video, because it is going to help you and save your at least 1 or 2 years. Because if you're stuck in just solving the problems of codings, you won't become a real programmer. And the mistake I do not want you to make the same, because which I have already experienced. I do not want you to make the same mistake, because if you could implement this framework in this video I have already explained, definitely you are going to learn things faster than almost 95% of the developers who are just starting to learn to code. So this is what actually the way you are going to learn things faster. than ever 95% of the peoples who definitely start to learn to code. So thank you very much the time which you have given to yourself, and definitely we'll see you very soon. Till then, have a nice life.